Hey peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and today I am live streaming working on the Super Not Another Crap kit. So let's see who we got with us this evening. We've got Cindy at Diamond Painting Fanatics. Hello. We've got Lady Banana and we've got M, and hopefully we will have a few more peeps joining us throughout the evening. Yeah, so I have already done the unboxing of the whole kit, which is massive. I will try and put it up on the desk. Hold on. Yes, so this is a huge, massive box filled with lovely goodies. At the end of this live, I will pop all the details so that if you want to go find that unboxing, it's easy for you to find. What is everybody else up to this evening? What are we working on? Oh, hey, Debbie. Hello. It's so cool that you're here. Oh, thank you. Shaz is trying to get warm. It is horrible out there. It is very damp and very yucky. You're on the last section of Koi Mermaid. Oh, my goodness. Oh, crocheting witches hats. I'm going to be putting in an order for one of those, Debbie. So Lady Banana working on painting for Snow Good and Purple Post. Em sat on the sofa. Hi, Kitten Up Kitten. Hi, Dawn. Oh, thank you so much for all being here. I really wasn't sure. I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I had been promising for the longest time that I would work on this kit and didn't want to work on it without filming it. And yeah, so aside from having my little Nerdecrafter salt shaker stress plushie with me in case I get too bothered by everything, you can go sit off to the side. Everything else that I'm going to be using came with the Super Not Another Crap kit. I did do a little bit of cheating in that I started this morning because it takes 2 hours to make the base figurine. At least 2 hours, really. So this is a 3-part mold. So you have either side here, and it all goes together, and then you pour your liquid plaster of Paris type stuff. You pour that in. So yeah, after the first hour of it being allowed to set. Hey, Blunts and Gems, thank you for joining us. Yeah, after the first hour, you then take the sides off and leave it. So now I've got to do the next step, which is the point at which we could end up with a 3-legged creature instead of a 4-legged creature. But hey, it'll be fine. I have watched the tutorial videos that come with the kit. Nerdecrafter kindly provided everybody with a QR code to like a hidden playlist. Blue Petering, yes. Here's one I prepared earlier. I should have completely finished one. That would have been good. Yeah, so when you buy the kit, you get a QR code, which is to like a hidden YouTube playlist. And that gives you extra videos that talk you through how bits work. This is the bit I was the most scared about doing, is getting these legs out without breaking them off. So yeah, Hi, Sharon. I am nervous at doing this. I know the front leg has to go last. There we go. Told you it was going to happen. Broken leg. It's fine. We can salvage it. Frustrating though it is, I can salvage that. The point of the molded character is that that gives you your base to then work off of. So it's, oh, and then the front leg that I was so worried about is the one that came out just fine, of course. But anyway, so it's fine. We can work with this. We can fix it. Again, I'm just going to move these little bits of dusty stuff. So yeah, so we get very good instructions. One of the things with the kit that Jackie Nerdecrafter was really keen on was she hates things that don't come with full instructions or with everything you need. So whenever she is making something, that is always going to be the case, that it comes with everything you need. The kit also comes with this little round mold that allows you to make a base. This will be a nice easy one to unmold, and we'll then need, gives us this nice smooth base that we can then build an environment on to put our little character on at the end. I thought to myself, but unfortunately I thought a little bit too late, what I should have done was done like a little survey poll thing to see what you guys wanted me to make. But in honor of the fact that sadly spooky season is over and we are now up to snow good, I thought I would go for something with antlers, a stag reindeer-y type creature. Not quite sure how mythical it's going to be at this point, but that's my plan. But this mold is designed so that you could turn it into any four-legged beast. It comes with, I'll just show you them now because I'm not going to use them today. Yeah, the kit also comes with molds to make wings. So you've got the fairy wings, angely wings, and then like a dragony style wing. So you can make those using the plaster compound, or you could use resin, or you can use clay. The kit doesn't come with any resin. The previous kit did. Yeah, this kit is just going in a different direction. The last kit, resin was quite a big part of it, because you used it to make the eyes for the characters. And of course, for people that have got the previous kit, there's no reason why you can't use those things with this. The middle wings look like my tattoo. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, if I was going for a Pegasus or something like that, then obviously I would be looking at doing wings, but not for this one. I think one of the reasons why that broke where it did is because there was a bit of an air bubble, and I think that's just made it a little bit fragile there. So let's get on with fixing that so that we can work on the rest of the character. Hi there, Snuggies Crafting Corner. The clay that we're using is the Cosclay Sculpt. You get a massive block to use. I do not need that much. It's an oil-based polymer type clay, and it dries, or cures, not dries, with some flexibility. So if you're making really thin strands of hair and stuff, that they won't be really brittle, so that's quite useful. So have we got anybody in here at the moment who has also either got this kit or one of the previous kits? I don't know how. I mean, obviously Nerdecrafter is, her channel's huge on YouTube, but I don't know how much crossover there is between people that watch me and people that watch her. So I know Queer Runner is a fan, but so yeah, once you've got a little bit of the clay, you can start working it just to, it's quite firm and almost crumbly when you start, but the more that you work it, then the better it gets. You shouldn't add water, but you can add a little bit of oil, like baby oil, if you really needed to. Although we've also got the Cosclay oven adhesive, and that is brilliant if you just need to soften things up a little bit. Gives your hands a little workout for sure. Right, so I've got a little bit, even down to it coming with the silicone mat as well. I mean, everything is provided for you. So for the, oh, I can't remember, I put it on the ticker at the bottom. It'll say in a minute, it will come across how much the kit costs. I cannot remember, but for what you get and for the fact that it's like a YouTuber branded item, I think it's really good value. So those guys that have just come in, how are you doing? Are you all good? Is it as soggy and wet where you are as it is here? Thanks, Em. Right, so the thing with this adhesive is that this clay will only stick to itself, so you have to put this on. Yeah, these two things will then stick to each other in theory. That's what we hope. So I'm just gonna do a little repair job. It will never be perfect, but it will be good enough. When the knee to go the wrong way. No. Right. I wonder, I might have to put a little bit of armature wire in there to hold it together. So again, the wire came with the kit. It looks like everybody in the UK is saying cold and wet. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Let's see if we can get this to work. It might be, if I can't get this to be stable, then it might be that what I do is I will build the rest of the character and then fix the leg at the end. So that might have to be the way that things are done. We will see what we can manage. Oh, it's not having any of it today. Not playing. So that's fine. As I said, we can definitely work on that fix a bit later. For the meantime, I will pop it up. So yeah, as I say, my plan was to make something sort of reindeer-y, which means I will need to make some antlers, I will need to make a tail, and we'll just need to build up some sort of texture. For those of you that haven't seen, the previous Nerdecrafter kit allowed you to make little characters like this one. So the basic form was the sort of pop heady style, big round head with arms and little legs, and then yeah, you add to that in any way that you want to. So that was my little crafty witch. So yeah, hopefully she'll be a bit of an inspiration for this somewhat disaster that is occurring. But it just goes to show. Yeah. Right. As I'm not going to need wings, I'm going to little holes in the back just so that they're not going to be open holes. And again, whenever we're sticking anything, we need a little bit of the glue. And then once we've got the base layer on of what we want, it'll then get baked for about half an hour. Probably less than that, actually, probably about 20 minutes. And then we can look at painting. I don't know if we will get to that stage this evening. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. Sharon, thank you for loving my little witch. Yes, I do need to give her longer hair now. She doesn't quite look like lockdown me anymore. So yeah, although I'm always tempted to cut it all off again quite regularly. I'm just also covering up. I got quite a lot of air pockets. You can see there's a big dip in the head here, or the sort of the base of the head. That is because my mold leaked a little bit, and so obviously the level goes down, and then yeah, I was left with a little hole in the head. But because I knew I was going to be forming it with some clay anyway, I figured that would be all right. The other thing that came in the first kit that we don't get with this one, because the first kit was really, sculpting was sort of the main kind of topic, the aim, I suppose, of the first kit. Whereas this one was really geared towards using the airbrush, which will come a bit later. What I liked about the first one is that it came with some epoxy sculpt. So it's a two-part, sort of two different colours of clay, sort of clay-like substance that you mix together, and then that will harden by itself without the need of using the oven. For someone like me that has mobility difficulties, the idea of being able to do the whole process sitting at the desk rather than having to take things backwards and forwards to the kitchen, or just the sort of difficulty sometimes with using a domestic oven to do craft projects, that was something that I enjoyed. Although epoxy sculpt is, it's not the most non-toxic thing in the world, so I'm not entirely sure how toxic it is, but yeah, I think anything that requires you to mix two chemicals together to get a reaction is always a little bit of a worry. Let's just start building up this head sort of shape. Just trying to see if I got any other major lumpy bumpy bits. I need to keep the holes for the antlers to go into. I did have a reference picture earlier. I wish I could share it on the screen and then you'd be able to see it, but I can't do that. But I will, when it's all finished, I will put sort of my reference idea picture up on Instagram or something, so you can see what I was sort of going for, and then we can see whether I got there, which who knows. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, let me see if I can move. There we go. There we go. That's better. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, I'm definitely sort of wishing that I'd chosen a mythical creature now, because then I could just be like, yeah, this is what it was supposed to look like. Right. I think I've filled that hole in the head now, though. I'm just going to get out one of my... These are great. They've got a little ball end, different sizes of pokey tool at one end, and then at the other end you've got these really flexible silicone tips. So they're really good for smoothing things out and getting into little gaps where yeah, it would be harder to get fingers into there. Right. So I know we've got a lot of diamond painters watching today. Obviously there are a lot of diamond painting events on at the moment. I am doing Up to Snow Good, the Doctor Who event, which I can't remember the hashtag for. If somebody else can remember the hashtag, do put it in the comments so that other people can go and find out about the Doctor Who event. And I'm also doing the Purple Post event, which is the Diamond Art Studio event, which is exclusive to their canvases. What other events are people working on at the moment? There's bound to, I know there's Sam's Pattern Keeper, PK November, I think. Right, I need to work some more clay. This is like cutting off a big block of cheese. That's kind of the consistency of this, actually, like a hard cheddar. If you want a point of reference for the cosplay sculpt. And yeah, they give us just under ½ kilo of it, so they're definitely not scrimping. And the actual what's it called, permastone, the compound for making the figurine, I think there's about enough to make 3 that, you know, that you get with the kit, and then after that you can then yeah, obviously go and buy your own. Thanks, Em. So yeah, it is Doctor Who DP. Oh, it was, remember, I knew it had a DP in it, but I didn't know if it was DP for Doctor Who or, but yeah, Doctor Who DP. Yeah, so for that one I'm working on the 10th Doctor by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. I've started at the bottom, which is lots of browns because it's the bottom of his trench coat. But yeah, enjoying that. That's been a fun one to work on. I like working on Mandy's canvases. Her style of art really seems to lend itself to diamond paintings. Right, so I'm going to make an ear. I'm going to try and make an ear. So we'll see. So making little carroty shape. And then we have these gorgeous tools. These are stunning. Again, came with the kit. And Jackie recommends using this one for making ears, so I'm going to have a go with that. So okay, that works for me. Yeah, I don't mind just having sort of oversized features. And then I've got to try and do one the other way now. What I should have done, in fact, what I will do, I think, is I'll do both at the same time so I can make sure that the balls are the same size. So that first one was a trial run. Those are not the same. Chop a little bit off that one. So given the yuckiness of the weather, I hope we've all got nice warm beverage to keep us all comfy and cozy while we're either working and lurking or while you are watching. Oh, I don't like that one as much. Typical when you do something a second time. Oh, Magical Mandy. I did not know that there was a Mandy event this month. Okay. Dawn just kitted up a painting called Flower Market by Gina Jane from DAC for Nostalgic November. Ooh, there's so many events that I'm just unaware of. I think next year my events calendar is going to be huge. Right, okay. We've got some sort of ears now. Stay still. I need to work out where the ears are going to go. Also, where are the antlers going to go? So let's just find the holes for the antlers. So one's going to go in there. These are not what the antlers are going to look like. I'm just wanting to make sure. So ears are going to go behind or in front. I'm now second guessing the anatomy of a deer. Hold on a second while I have a look at what I'm doing. Sort of in line with, maybe. What do we think? I think that's sort of right. Okay, so now what I need to do is figure out these antlers. So. Okay, the wire that comes with the kit is very soft and bendable and can be cut with regular scissors. I happen to have wire cutters, so I'm using them. But one of the reasons why they don't give you wire cutters in the kit is because you don't necessarily need it. Sharon, just sticking to one event, DP up to no good, too busy babysitting 3 grandkids. That is completely understandable. Yeah, that's like a full-time job. $14 events for this month, not including the Pattern Keeper one. Wow. Okay. Yeah. When I was trying to decide when to do an event, that I would run, I tried to find the month that had the least events already running in it, but there's something going on all the time now, so it is difficult to find a time when there's nothing happening, for sure. Right. So I've just bent a bit of wire to make a sort of basic antlery sort of shape. Probably should have measured it, didn't. And I'm got jewellery tools. Right. Again, with fixing the antlers, I'm going to go in with some of the glue and then put in a little sausage of clay and see where we go. I don't know whether to, I'm umming and ahhing as to whether to cover these first in the clay. It'd actually be easier to do that first, yeah. So I'll put my little sausages in, but yeah, I think I'm gonna cover they've got a thin covering clay sculpt. It's crumbly. Antlers in front of ears. Okay. Although, you know, but yeah, I think horns would go slightly in front of ears. You're right. So has anybody got any questions about this kit, about I mean, I'm making huge assumptions that everybody knows who Jackie / Nerdecrafter is. I think of her as being a huge YouTuber because she is, but I guess if you've never watched her videos, then you'll have not come across her. And again, even with sticking the clay to the wire, we need a little coating of the glue just to help it along. I want these to be fairly sort of rough and twiggy. I'm probably going to decorate them. Quite like to put some foliage stuck to them, or yeah, something dangling from one antler or something. So yeah, there's definitely no need to make it perfect at this stage. And again, if until this is baked, you can obviously take it all off and start again. And even after it's baked, if there's a bit you don't like, you can either sand it away or build on top of it. For tricky things like when I was doing the witch, her broomstick is just a stick, and then I just had to build on the brush area. So it's always just personal preference as to whether you want to sculpt something from scratch or use something that already exists. And so decision area and then a different decision for a different area. It's Yeah, it varies. Gosh, that rain is so loud outside. Just thinking, I have no idea if my cat out, then they're going to be super soggy. I think I used a bit too much of the sticky glue stuff in that case, and it's got a bit too liquidy. We will make it work. These are quite forgiving materials, to be honest. The hardest thing... Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, the hardest thing seems to be getting the actual sculpture, out of the thing in one piece, and that was entirely my bad, I think, for that one. So, are you getting the cats in? Yes, I think cats are being encouraged indoors. So, as long as there's not soggy cats up here, that will be fine. I was just saying, I didn't know if the cats were in or out.
No, I'm trying to find them.
Ah. Yeah. They'll turn up. Okay, so we've got our basic antlers now covered in the clay, and we can look at pushing those in to where the... Come on, where's the hole? There we go. So that's one, and then the other one. So making sure that that wire is going into where we filled the little hole with the plug of clay. And then I'm just going to add more clay in place. Yeah, not to fiddle around with the shape and add a few more little smaller antlery bits as we go along. That third leg missing is becoming annoying. Right, let's just get those fixed in place. You're quite right, Sharon. Well, I say you're right. Yes, they'll find somewhere dry, but they will somehow always manage to have got soggy by the time they come home. Where's the little... Yeah, this one's quite a nice one to use because it's sort of like just a skinny fingertip. So if I want to add a base around... Oh gosh, I have so much respect for the doll makers that I watch on YouTube. This is... Yeah. It's not an easy task. but it is a fun task. So. Have you found all of them yet? No.
Still missing two.
Still missing 2 cats. Well, got one. She's going to try an escape again. Oh.
Right. Great. Spooky.
The drama of the soggy cats. Surely not. The wet cat smells bad. So. Just trying to just carefully smooth this down so that we've just got a little bit of extra stability and sort of connection between the head and the antlers where it joins. Obviously we can have ears added on as well, and that will also help to blend. And then we'll texturize it all with fur. Probably getting way ahead of myself now though. Oh, to the cats or to Eloise, Debbie? Squeeze? Yeah. Debbie says hi. Huh? Debbie from camp.
Oh, hi.
She's in my chat. She says hello. You can wave with you. Right. That's an Eloise hand. She's
my hand is massive.
It's because I'm using the over the top camera. Right. Okie dokes. So. See, now I feel like the ears are going to be. Oh. I think I'm going to put them just underneath. Have a little. I don't know. I'm second guessing the ears now. Oh. Debbie sends you some love. Right. I know you said the ears go behind them, but they looked silly when I put them behind. They don't look right. Oh, maybe. If I put them up. They're not a bit too horsey if they go behind. They don't go up. They go slightly down. Right. Okay. Thoughts? Thoughts on the ear placement? I think I'm going with that. So. No, you are correct. It's yeah. I think I had. Right. Right. I'm not unhappy with that, so that's quite good. Okay, right. I'm gonna try another repair job on this leg, but I'm going to be less tentative about it. I think I'm going to actually wrap the leg in the clay because I just need you to stand up, and I've got to make you a little tail. So, and I am talking to a sculpture. Oh, for goodness sake, I need like 6 hands. Doing. Sorry, I realise that this is not so fun to watch. Watching me struggle. It's just not happening. Why is it not happening? Why? So, right. Oh, no. I broke a leg off and now I can't fix it. So.
I want to leave it 10 minutes and then try to find her again.
Okay.
My arm's getting wet.
Okay. We've now got an independently standing creature. It's not perfect, and I'm not convinced that that's right, but I'll smooth that down a bit more in a bit. I'm just going to leave it for a while just to let it settle while I make a tail. So oh, bye Dawn, thank you for joining us. I will obviously yeah, if you want to catch up on the replay, please do, and if not, I will pop some pictures up on Insta so you can see where I got to or whether I had a nervous breakdown. So yeah, we will yeah, I'll let you know. It's not a cow. It does kind of have a cow print effect at the moment. I'll give you that. Right. Little puffy tail. The tails are sort of the same shape as the ear, but puffier. Oh, I don't know. Right. Let's move you out of the way briefly. So I can go onto there. Yeah, the little turny table thing as well is obviously very useful when you're working, so that you can turn your model down without having turn your model around without having to pick it up constantly. So yeah, that's sorry. I should probably mention yes, stack. I should probably mention I'm not sponsored or anything or affiliated with Jackie. I like her channel, so I bought the unboxing of this that I did is my second most popular video ever, so I figured people might actually want to watch me use the kit as well as just open it up. Right, so we're back to making little snakes again now, so I feel it's very small. It's going to be, I might just texture actually. Yeah, sorry, chatting to myself again and not being very helpful. Thank you, Sharon. I'm tempted to just put a little ball on the end. Oh no, 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 no. That'll teach me for trying to be funny. Let's see. Ugh, what have I done? There we go. Yeah, tempted to just put a big ball on the end, call it a nose and be done with it. So we need, it's a funny shape, their tail. Sort of like that. I do have a picture somewhere. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's like a little upturned bushy thing. And again, we've got a little hole in the buttock. That should be kind of all right. I'm just gonna find a tool to smooth this out, and then I'm going to texture it, so make it one piece. Gosh, having to do your entire creative process while talking to people is difficult. Oh. As somebody that does edit their videos, the regular videos, the kind of the bare bones nature of this is not something I'm really used to. So yeah, all of the balls on the end of these are different sizes, so you can get different sort of effects with them. And then also, you know, if you want things like dragon scales and stuff, using the side of these works really well. Okay, let's get ourselves a little bit of wire. That is too much wire. So, for goodness sake. Right. It's not happening, is it? I might have to actually super glue it, which is the thing I was trying to avoid doing. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, that's not doing well. Okay, right. I'm gonna have to get some serious glue out and see if I can fix that just to hold it in place. I think, I don't know. It's just okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Nope. You can stay like that for the moment while we work on your bottom. Things I didn't think I'd have to say today. Oh, Sharon, you are so clever. Thank you. Yes, that is definitely the way forward, and I think that is what I will do. Our little bobtail has got a bit big. Let's smooth that in. wanted it to be now. Okay. The other thing that you can do is you can obviously bake it as you go. So when you've got a bit that you're happy with, you can bake that and then move on. So I think what I might end up doing is work on a bunch of it and then bake it and then go on to the next bit. I don't know. But yes, I'm going to try the UV for the for the leg fix for sure. Okay, let's go and get that out then, shall we? Oh, and I've knocked that. Okay, let's find some UV resin. I had some literally 5 minutes ago. Where have I put it? Right, UV resin. And UV torch. Yes, I have more batteries. Oh, are these all? Oh no, they're triples. That's okay. I was just going to give this the best chance of working by putting new batteries in my lamp. So yeah, for you, those of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but UV resin is a it's light activated and hardens to like a glassy plastic. It's very useful for model making, jewelry making, cover minder making. And yeah, aside from smelling a bit gross, it's very useful. Right. Oh, for goodness sake. Hopefully this is just because I've put that in the wrong way around and not for any other reason. So why are you now not working? What have I done wrong? Sorry, I'm just gonna take a deep breath and figure out what I'm doing. Right, needs to go that way. Right, let's try that again. Make sure I'm doing them all the right way around. Right, that way. Yeah, that was the way I did it. And then somewhere there was an arrow on this. So that way. Right. Ah, now it's working. Lovely. Yeah, so you can see. Perfect. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. See, this is the bit where I need 5 hands. Okay. Hold on a sec. I'm going to call for an assistant. Eloise! Squeeze! Oh, they're never around. Never around. Oh, Sharon, you are an absolute blooming genius. Thank you. That is the first thing that's actually just held it, even though it's not fully cured yet, obviously. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. Thank you. We'll just hold it in place long enough for me to get some clay over it and give it some support. It's slightly twisted, and I think that my poor reindeer is always going to have a limp. But, right, give this a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit on the wonk like me. Hobbling along. So, how's everybody else's evening going? Oh my goodness, what a journey. Okay, well, yeah, you can't say it hasn't been exciting from the very first unmolding, de-legging to finally getting it back. Right. Now, the true test. But will it stand? Nobody breathe. Thank you, Sharon. Oh, I'm gonna make it a little blue badge. Or maybe I'll put a little rickety reindeer. Love it. Yes, rickety reindeer. I'm gonna make it a little sunflower badge. Oh, what journey. Right, okay, let's, where's the lid for the resin gone? Oh my goodness. Right. I'm doing it. It's happening. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a small head injury now where I was moving him around. There we go. Right. Okay. All things told, not unhappy with where we're at. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, 1 hour and 10. Okay. So, and we've still got 7 people, so I've not bored you all away. So that's okay. I'd quite like to get to the end of the sculpting period, and then maybe next week I will do the airbrushing, which, although I will just while I'm getting my breath back from that small panic, I will show you the airbrush because it's very cool. I'm just going to move you to the side, sweetie. There we go. Stay there and have a little rest after your ordeal. Gosh, my crafting area is a mess. Stay. Don't move. Okay, so this is the airbrush that again comes with the kit. Aside from being really pretty, it's cordless and doesn't require like an air compressor because it's all just built in. So I'm very much looking forward to getting to have a go with this. I turned it on the day I got it. That was it, just to be like, oh, does it work? So yeah, it's charges from a USB-C, and then we've got a big pot when you're doing a huge area, or if you're only doing a little bit. We've got this little pink one, which is super cute. It goes on there. Yeah, so you put your paint in here, you turn it off, oh, you take the cap off, and then that, yeah, not that you can see what I can feel, but there's air coming out. And then you can, yeah, so it's just super simple. I think they said one charge gives you about 45 minutes, something like that, of spray time, which for most things will be fine. Yeah, I keep meaning to look up how much this sort of thing would cost on its own, because obviously a large part of the value of this kit is in the fact that it comes with this spray airbrush kit. Yeah, so that's kind of, that's the big selling point for me. It was something that I'd never used before, something that I was really interested in trying but couldn't afford, and then to get this kit which comes with everything, yeah, and it's a cool color. So yeah, so that'll be how we paint. And I think with doing a reindeer, oops, the daisy stay, yeah, I should be able to get some nice texture to the fur and things using the airbrush. And of course you can't have an airbrush without airbrush paints. So we also get, how many did you get? Let's have a look. There are 2 in here that aren't airbrush, which is the metallic gold, which is that one, and the clear varnish. So you get, these are for painting, not for using the airbrush. So yeah, you get a nice metallic gold and a varnish for when you're, you know, at the end for your final details. But then you get all of these lovely colours. So we've got red, white, black, green, blue, purple, yellow, and a brown. And these are already designed to go in the airbrush, so they're already, you know, liquidy and such. We also get this chalk acrylic, which is to use as a base coat before you start painting with colour. And Jackie also recommended that you add a little bit, if you want to paint with these for detail work, like with a brush, then she recommended using mixing with a little bit of the chalky finish, so that they were less liquidy and had more of an opaque finish. But yeah, so pleased with that. Yeah, so 8 colours, a varnish, a metallic, and we've got, you know, that frankly huge bottle of base coat. The last set came with these are Jacquard brand. The last set came with Jacquard acrylics for painting, and did include things like the metallic purple that you see on my little witch here. That was included in fact all the colours that she's got on her were included. as well as a really gorgeous rainbow alcohol ink, which I've used a little bit on her. Let's see if I lift her up again. Oh, my camera stopped working. No, I don't. Glitter never shows up well on camera, but on the end of her broom where all the colours are, that's got some of this metallic-y rainbow glitter on it as well. And of course I added some diamondy drills for jewellery. But yeah, I'm pleased with how she turned out. The alcohol ink was for adding depth and sparkle to the eyes that you could make. Obviously you can barely see Crafty Witch's eyes because they're behind her huge spectacles. Right, talking of eyes, I should probably give this reindeer some eyes. I'm not making resin eyes for this though. I'm just going to go with something a little more standard, and we still need to patch that leg. I think we're always, one of the things that Jackie said in her videos when she first started talking about the fact she was making a mold for a can you yes, you can mix the colors. Yeah. Sorry, I've only just looked at chat. So Jason spends more time cleaning his airbrush than using it. Yes, you can mix the paint colors. Oh yes, could do a 310 AB in the eyes. Very cool. Yeah. What am I talking about? I don't know. Yes, so Jackie had said when she was, she wanted to do a four-legged character, but she wanted it to be in a dynamic pose. And she went through, if you're so inclined, go back and look at her older videos where she's first announcing the kit, and she's chopping up My Little Pony figurines to try and work out how she wants her figurine to look and how it can be placed. Having one leg up in a sort of in a gestural movement is the thing that's caused the difficulties with the mold, and is why it's a 3-part mold, not just a sort of standard half and half mold like the one for the person from the last kit was just a do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just thinking, as I'm just wrapping this round here because I'm going to smooth it in, but then I was thinking I could actually wrap like some ivy round, and that would be a good way of adding support but also making it look like it's supposed to be there. Oh, we found the third cat. Lovely, excellent. All cats present and accounted for. That makes me happy. Just again to reiterate, for anybody that's watching this on replay, please do, firstly thank you, but also please do leave any comments down below and I will try and respond to them as quickly as possible. This, again, not sponsored, not affiliated, but this kit is still available. I pre-ordered it, so got the first batch, but it was so popular they then did a second run. Go right now. So yeah, and certainly I am more than happy with the value of what you get from it. I think it's really good. You're not getting like basic unbranded products either. Cosclay Sculpt is a well-known brand that model makers use, Jacquard paints are a, you know, they're a respected brand as well. So you're getting good stuff. At some point, I'm sure there's probably somebody on the internet already, certainly on YouTube somewhere, who has gone through and worked out the value of how much this would all cost if you bought it all individually. And obviously, yes, there are some things you could probably buy cheaper, but to get everything all together in a kit with, you know, instructional videos and everything, I think for me it was money well spent. It's the third one of Jackie's products that she's put out that I have purchased. She did the so this is the super not another crap kit. Previously there was the not another crap kit, and then in between those she put out a relaxation fidget toy kit, because that's, as she also has some conditions that require her to you know, she needs to keep her hands busy, and it would yeah, so it was something that she was interested in, and then she had one made that she was happy to put out for her fans. Interestingly, she's just reviewed a an advent calendar that she was really not happy with, which when I saw her on Twitter talking about it, I thought that she was going to be advertising that she was doing her own advent calendar. When I mentioned that to her, she was just like, oh no, it's so much work and I wouldn't want to just fill it with crap. So I think that's the thing, is that the stuff that she puts her name on, you know, she doesn't want to put her name on stuff that's not up to the standard that she would want. What am I doing? Okay, so we have now as stable a leg as we're going to get, I think, for the time being. It is a lot better than it was. I am going to do the greenery. I think when I decorate the antlers, I will also create something to wrap around the leg to add a bit more stability. In the meantime, the next job is to do the eyes, and eyes I'm a bit scared of, just because if you get them wrong, the face can look really derpy. What have I got? I need a ball tool, but I need a bigger one. Bear with me a second. Not that one, that one. There we go. So yeah, so these are actually from the previous set, these little sculpty balls, but I just wanted to sort of mark where I thought the eyes might go. I don't know. Right. Possibly. I think quite big eyes though, because if you think, yeah, talking sort of Bambi here, you know. Right. Oh gosh. Okay, let's. Come on, stick. Now, I am going to make him an eyelid, so he'll look less bulbous than he currently looks. Yeah, Ricky the rickety reindeer. Definitely think that's that. Right, again, I'm gonna have to go and yeah. Gosh, eye placement is hard. They need to be on the sides, but I don't want them to look. I don't want him to look too goatee, if that's a thing. Right. For those of you that watch a lot of live streams, I would be interested to know, what is your preference? Do you prefer when there's like a face cam and it's more chatty, or do you want to see what people are working on? Because I did try for my last live doing like a dual screen thing, and unfortunately, because I haven't got the full paid version of the streaming app, it didn't like it, and it gave all sorts of feedback. It was horrible and noisy. So I would be interested to know what people prefer. Obviously, there would be no point me chatting about what I'm doing today if you couldn't see what I was doing. But I think for diamond painting, sort of whip and chats, maybe it's less important to be able to see. Oh, thanks, Em. I'm going to have you back as a guest again. It was definitely a popular video. People liked it. So that's sort of what we've got at the moment. I will smooth out those edges again in a moment. Let's do the other side. I'm trying to make sure that I do both sides evenly. Yeah. Shaz, I might have to get you on as a guest. There's room for everybody. Anything that means that I've got someone to talk to and I'm not just chatting to myself, it's always good. We all said how you sort of expect to be able to hear people talking back to you, and it's a bit weird when you can't. So having another person on the stream that can actually answer you is always nice. That's me talking about, do you want to be able to see what I'm doing? And then I'm completely off camera. That was really helpful. Right. Do a lower lid. So we're back to just making little snakes again and sticking them on. I feel like so much of sculpting is just stick it on, smooth it in. It's definitely not a quick process, but it's, you know, in the same way as with diamond painting, you have to enjoy the process, otherwise what's the point? I think I talked a bit in my video, my Samhain video, about this sort of, for me, diamond painting is a twofold thing. I find the process therapeutic, but then you get that kind of buzz when you've finished a painting. As long as it's after 4, that's fine. My lives are always at 8 and they do not go as long as other people's. Because I run out of things to say and I run out of energy as much as anything else. It's one of the other things that I think that helped last week, having with me in the live, was there was somebody else to kind of pick up the chat when I was running out of steam. Because unfortunately one of the sort of symptoms of my many conditions is that I just get so tired, and even, you know, just anything that's mentally stimulating, stimulating, that is the word, can leave me completely exhausted afterwards, even when I'm really enjoying it and I don't want it to end, but I'm just like, I have run out of steam. So I'm quite pleased with that, actually. It's not too bad. I think I will paint on some nice thick Bambi lashes. So now, what now? I would like to add some more texture and fur. Some of that obviously is going to be done with the paint, but I also don't want to just have that over the plaster. And I also need to look at hooves and maybe a bit of fluff around the hooves. Oh, Shaz, you've been dozing off during lives as well. Yours or other people's? If it's other people's, then that's fine. You don't want to fall asleep during your own live. But no, health has to come first. Yeah. Right. Having said that, I feel like maybe I'm coming to the end of what I can achieve this evening before I'm feeling like, because I'm happy with where we've got to, I am feeling like maybe I should pop this little beauty in the oven and then return to it at a later date. Both. Yeah, I just don't. Those of you that are arty people, which is, I guess, most of us, will probably understand what I say. But you get to that point in a piece of artwork when you're just like, I could carry on, but now I'm worried I'm going to ruin it because I'm pleased with where I've got to. So I think, although, bless you, there are still 7 of you here, and I really appreciate that. I've done an hour and a half of slightly panicky crafting. And I've had the best time, but I do feel like maybe this would be a really good place to pause and return to this next week. I think that would be a good idea. Or if I can't wait, I might have done a little bit more, but I'll certainly by next Wednesday I will get this to the point where we can spend next Wednesday doing the airbrush stuff and the finishing, and also look at building the environment. So yes, I am gonna make an executive call. I hate ending lives. It always feels really bad. Okay, so usual internet YouTube blurb coming up. Thank you to everybody who has been here with me in the live. Thank you who has helped give birth to Ricky the Rickety Reindeer. I couldn't have done it without you. Shaz, your idea with using the resin gold star, thank you so much. I am so grateful for everybody that was here, and I hope that you will come back next Wednesday and join me again when we finish this creation. And yeah, so until then, if you enjoy my content, please consider to leave a like, subscribe, become a member of the Crafty Coven, and I will see you in the next one. Stay crafty. Thanks everybody. Bye.